Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us. Motivation. Have you ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels, trying to get yourself to do something, but the drive just isn't there? You know what you should do, but making yourself do it feels like pushing a boulder uphill. It's frustrating, right? You start a new project with all this excitement, and then a few weeks later, poof, the energy is gone. Or maybe you're stuck in a routine that feels completely draining, and you can't figure out why. Well, what if I told you there's a science to motivation? It's not just about willpower or grinding it out. There's a powerful psychological framework that can help us understand exactly where genuine, lasting motivation comes from. It's called self-determination theory, or SDT for short. And trust me, understanding this can be a total game. It's not about quick hacks or temporary fixes. It's about building a system for motivation that lasts, one that feels natural and energizing, not forced. So, if you're ready to stop fighting with yourself and start tapping into a wellspring of motivation, stick around. We're about to unlock the 3 secret keys that will change how you approach your goals forever. So, what exactly is self-determination theory? At its heart, SDT is a theory of human motivation developed by 2 psychologists, Edward Deci and Richard Ryan. They spent decades researching what truly drives people. And what they found is that the most powerful, highest quality motivation isn't based on external rewards or punishments, like money or fear of failure. Instead, it comes from within. This is what they call intrinsic motivation. It's that feeling of doing something because you genuinely find it interesting, satisfying, or meaningful. Think about a hobby you love. Maybe it's painting, playing guitar, or hiking. You don't do it because someone is paying you or forcing you. You do it for the pure joy and satisfaction it brings. That's intrinsic motivation in action. SDT proposes that all humans, regardless of culture or background, have 3 basic psychological needs. When these 3 needs are met, we feel motivated, engaged, and happy. When they're not met, we feel demotivated, controlled, and even alienated. These 3 needs are autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Think of them as the 3 essential nutrients for your psychological well-being. Just like your body needs vitamins to thrive, your mind needs these 3 things to feel driven and fulfilled. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down each one of these nutrients, and, most importantly, I'll give you practical, actionable strategies to start satisfying these needs in your own life, starting today. Let's start with the first, and arguably the most important, psychological need: autonomy. Autonomy is the feeling of being in control of your own life and actions. It's the sense that you are the author of your own choices, not just a pawn in someone else's game. It's about having a voice and a choice. Now, this doesn't mean being completely independent or rebellious. It simply means that you endorse your actions at the highest level that you agree with and stand by what you are doing. When you feel a sense of autonomy, your motivation comes from a place of I want to, rather than I have to. And that single shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. Think about the difference between a task you choose for yourself versus one that is assigned to you with no say in the matter. The one you choose almost always feels less like a chore, right? So, how can you cultivate more autonomy in your life? Let's get practical. First, start by identifying the have-tos in your life. Make a list of all the things you feel you have to do. Now, for each item, try to reframe it. Find the 1-2 hidden inside. For example, instead of I have to go to the gym, maybe it's I want to feel strong and energetic. Instead of I have to finish this boring report for work, try I want to demonstrate my reliability and get this off my plate so I can focus on more interesting projects. This is link in the task to a value. You're connecting a mundane chore to a deeper, personal goal. Another powerful technique is to actively create choices for yourself, even small ones. If you have to clean the house, do you choose to start with the kitchen or the bathroom? Will you listen to a podcast or music while you do it? These small choices reinforce your sense of control and make the activity feel less imposed upon you. The second essential nutrient for your motivation is competence. Competence is the need to feel effective and capable in what you do. It's about feeling that you are growing mastering challenges, and developing your skills. We all have a natural desire to be good at things. When you feel competent, you gain confidence, and that confidence fuels your desire to take on even bigger challenges. It creates a positive upward spiral. On the flip side, if you constantly feel like you're failing or not making any progress, your motivation will plummet. Why would you want to keep trying something if you feel you're no good at it and will never improve? That feeling of helplessness is a motivation killer. Remember learning to ride a bike? That moment you finally balanced for a few feet, that was a jolt of competence. It made you want to get right back on and try again, even if you fell moments later. So, how do we build this feeling of competence? The key is to focus on small, manageable wins. Big, audacious goals are great, but they can also be intimidating. If your goal is to write a book, the finish line seems so far away that it's easy to get discouraged. Instead, break it down. Your goal for today could be write 100 words or outline one chapter. When you achieve that small goal, celebrate it. Acknowledge your progress. This creates a feedback loop of success. Another crucial strategy is to adopt a growth mindset. Understand that skills are not fixed. They are built through effort and practice. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at this," say, "I'm not good at this." Asterisk. Yet asterisk. This simple shift in language opens the door to improvement. Seek constructive feedback from people you trust, not to judge yourself, but to find specific areas where you can improve. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Every bit of effort is a step toward mastery, and that brings us to our third and final psychological need. Relatedness. Relatedness is the need to feel connected to others, to care for and be cared for by them. It's about feeling a sense of belonging and community. Humans are social creatures. We thrive when we feel we are part of something bigger than ourselves, when we have people in our corner who support us, understand us, and share our journey. Motivation isn't a solo sport. When you feel isolated or misunderstood, it's incredibly difficult to stay driven. But when you have a support system, friends, family, mentors, or a community who cheers you on, it provides a powerful, renewable source of energy. Think about a team working on a project. When everyone feels connected and supports each other, the collective motivation can be unstoppable. That shared sense of purpose makes the hard work feel meaningful. How do you foster more relatedness in your pursuit of your goals? First, be intentional about building your tribe. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and genuinely support your ambitions. This might mean joining a club, a mastermind group, or an online community centered around your interests. Share your goals and your progress with these people. Don't be afraid to share your struggles, too. Knowing you're not alone in facing challenges is incredibly powerful. Secondly, don't just take support, give it too. Be a source of encouragement for others. When you help someone else, it reinforces your own sense of connection and purpose. Celebrate their wins. Listen to their frustrations. This creates a reciprocal bond that strengthens everyone involved. Even a simple accountability partner, someone you check in with once a week, can make a world of difference. It transforms a lonely grind into a shared adventure. So, let's bring it all together. The secret to unlocking sustainable, high-quality motivation lies in satisfying your three core psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. It's not about finding a magic bullet or a quick hack. It's about consciously designing your life and your goals in a way that nourishes these needs. When you have the freedom to choose your path, autonomy, when you feel yourself growing and succeeding, competence, and when you're surrounded by people who support you, relatedness, motivation stops being a struggle. It becomes a natural, energizing force that pulls you forward. This framework, self-determination theory, gives you a diagnostic tool. When you feel your motivation waning, you can ask yourself, which of these needs is not being met? Am I feeling controlled and forced? That's a lack of autonomy. Am I feeling stuck and ineffective? That's a lack of competence. Am I feeling isolated and alone? That's a lack of relatedness. By identifying the missing nutrient, you know exactly where to focus your efforts. Need more autonomy. Find a way to introduce choice and personal value into your tasks. Need more competence. Break things down into smaller wins. and focus on skill development. Need more relatedness? Reach out, connect, and build your support system. This isn't just theory. It's a practical roadmap to a more driven and fulfilling life. Start small. Pick one area where you feel stuck and analyze it through the lens of SDT. Then, take one small, actionable step to boost either your autonomy, competence, or relatedness in that area. You'll be amazed at the difference it can make. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope that understanding this powerful framework helps you on your own journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And for more content on mastering your mindset and building a better life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which of the three needs autonomy, competence, or relatedness resonates with you the most right now? Let's continue the conversation down there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.